Wait for it. Shit is fire, man. This is like one of my favorite songs ever, man. Oh, this beat's dumb. It's coming. Maybe. Beautiful, man. Oh my goodness. To me, this shit. Unstoppable. Then I'll be rocking you. Rocking you. Good hip hop. Put them off like tochiRTA. Gonna holler if you hear me. Oh man, this song hits me, man. Like, they know about Kelly. I'm like funk. So it hits the body. Know me, I'm the only. Sony, take the Sony. I'm gonna put up in your ears. The Brita Pioneers. Okay, now we're talking about the song, right? That's one of my favorite songs ever. Remember when I told you that there was thousands of rappers better than Kendrick, J. Cole, and all these guys? I meant it. These are rappers you've never heard of. They're not celebrities. A lot of these guys online that pretend they're rap heads, these are groupies. They chase celebrities, rap celebrities. But they don't really listen to anyone outside of the celebrities, right? That's why, in my opinion, seems like trolling to them, because they don't actually listen to rap in its entirety. You know what I mean? Like, I love Nas, I love Jay and all that, but I also listen to Krumbsnatcha. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who Edo G is. Like, I like Houdini. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter how famous you are. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, are you dope? And there are people in rap that have made 2-3 beats, like the guy I'm about to talk about, Dialek, that to me have made some of the best beats I've ever heard in my life. And are amazing, should be mentioned, but at the same time, maybe didn't do as much material or not as known, that kind of thing. So I'm going to talk about Dialek, right? I don't know anything about this dude. In fact, what's hilarious is this specific beat. I remember when I first heard the song, and I damn near shed a tear because the beat is that it's that beautiful, that sweet. And I was looking for an instrumental for years. I still don't think whatever this person looped online is the actual instrumental. But trust me, I've dug for this damn instrumental for a very long time. I don't know anything about Dialek. If y'all know something about the dude, I don't know what he looks like, where he's from, anything about him. But I heard the name, you know, through the song, because I heard this song like 20 years ago type of thing. And I loved it. Like, just absolutely loved it, right? Now, Dialek has gone on to do a few other things. Again, songs that I would say aren't like super known like that. There's another song that I just discovered yesterday, actually. This is dope. Like, never heard the song before. And I was listening to it going like, damn, hip hop is falling off, man. Just that realness, that ability to speak what you really feel, whether it be negative or positive, but just that thinking man's vibe, gone, totally gone. Beautiful. So how I even came across this was I was listening to Edo G. I just happened to stumble across an Edo G song that I hadn't heard before, and that song was called Understand, which I'm going to play right now. So I'm listening to this song, and I'm like, listening to this beat, and I'm like, this beat's crazy. What the hell? Who did this beat? Like, you know what I'm saying? Great producers, usually they can repeat, you know, the craziness that they make, right? So I'm like, I look at the credits, I'm like, Dialek, I have not seen that name in a decade. You know what I'm saying? Or anything like that, right? So I remembered right away that he did one of my favorite beats, Remarkable. And that's how I like started looking up some of his other stuff. Again, man, I stress this, but this is something that is so important and so crazy about modern rap. Y'all are lucky. You can literally, in Rap Genius, for example, you can look at a producer. If you like that producer, just click the name and it will mention everything that they've ever done. That's crazy. Do you know how like easy it is for you to be a hip hop head today compared to when I was getting into hip hop? when I had to dig for everything. Maybe that's probably why I'm so passionate about it, but I literally had to dig for shit. Like, if Dialek made a beat, like when he made Remarkable, I had no idea what else he did. Like, I tried to figure out, but how would I find? There was no Google like that. It just wasn't a thing, right? But now you can literally just go, oh, he made this song. Wow, I didn't know that. Let me take a look. You listen to it and you're like, oh, that's dope. So that's what I'm trying to say, man. At the end of the day, there's a lot of people in hip hop that have done some great stuff. Obviously, the legends are the ones that have been more consistent with it in terms of consistently dropping amazing material, if that makes sense. Even if they'll have patches where they drop whack shit, but then they might come back with a dope, really dope song or something like that. And those are the guys that we obviously respect. Fat Joe made a very true and interesting point where he was saying that this game is a marathon, not a sprint. And he's absolutely right. When you look at the Nas's and the J's and of them of the world, sure, they were also like some of the most talented rappers we'd ever heard. But why they're also revered to this day is because they were consistent. You know, despite the inconsistencies that Nas had in terms of after Illmatic, he started dropping some whack shit, but Nas has been fairly consistent compared to his contemporaries, right? If you want to look it up, right? Even as late as Talk of New York in 2004, he was dropping straight heat rock. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, and that's why you respect people like that, because they're consistent, and that's what I'm trying to get at. It's not just them. There are lots of rappers throughout history that have done some great stuff. They may have not been as consistent, but that doesn't mean that they didn't add something to the game, and it doesn't mean that they're not worth talking about. And the celeb chasers are the ones who just like listen to Nas J and then call it a day. But for the hip hop heads, we should be listening to more than that. You know what I mean?